Good morning, everybody. My name is Dr. Patrick Flynn, the Hormone Whisperer. I'm excited to come to you this beautiful Saturday morning with some great information that you requested. For example, like I said, you can always email me at askdrpatrick at twclinics.com. Let me do that again. Askdrpatrick at twclinics.com, because what happens is people always want to know certain things. They say, Doc, what do you and your staff snack on? Doc, what do you and your family use? Doc, so you're going to see some of the superfoods that we're going to bring out just to let you know and how we use them that way. But there's some major importance why we use these things. Because once again, my favorite snack, actually, I'm going to start with today. Goji berries, the Wolfberry. It's been, for thousands of years it's been used. It's actually a beautiful, beautiful plant. Actually, if you take a look at it, it kind of looks like a little baby tomato growing off it. Now, it's interesting because when you actually eat this thing, you don't really see this beautiful plump, berry that's there. Even though you can't get them that way, it's just harder to get them that way. You see them more in a little bit of a dehydrated form that way that you see more at health food stores, and you can buy them online. But the nice thing is, this snack, for example, to me is probably one of the most important snacks that you can ever have on a regular basis. My girls use this as a snack on a regular basis as they go to school, and I'm going to show you how they do it today. So there's so many properties about this food, but you know me. You can read great things about goji berries and all things, and we're going to go through some of them, but there's some key things as far as a practitioner that I like to get patients to do this. Because all of the Wellness Way docs, and what they try to do is they try to actually get you on superfoods. Things that, for example, that are so loaded with other things besides vitamin minerals that actually become a great part of your body. For example, let's go through number one, the major benefits, okay, of goji berries. It's actually packed with massive nutrients, okay, but not just vitamin minerals. The one thing I do love is this. It contains 19 amino acid building blocks of protein, including 8 that are essential for life, okay? As we know this, what does the word essential mean when you actually do something? Because there's essential fatty acids, essential proteins, essential sugars. Well, if you can't make them, you need to eat them. Okay, so you can eat proteins your body can make. It just doesn't have to make them, so it's easier for it that way by eating them. But there's 8 very essential amino acids that goji berries does. Now, for example, we all believe this. We all kind of know this. I'm going to call it a belief that way. You need significant amount of vegetables and fruits in your diet. Plant-based diet is actually extremely important. Okay, I tell people say, Doc, do you eat meat? Yes, but what happens is I want people to dominate in plants, okay? Now, the one thing is plants get boring. I tell people, I may have a background and degree in nutrition and stuff like that, but guess what? It doesn't mean I want to eat a salad. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find things that are fantastic and loaded with things and nutrients we need. Well, the nice thing about superfoods, which I'll define as what a superfood is, maybe on the difference between just a nutrient and a superfood. But remember, superfoods, for example, not only do they taste a lot better, but they actually are more packed and more dense, okay? Now think about this. Goji berries, for example, have more protein in them than bee pollen. Bee pollen actually has more protein in it than red meat, okay? So think about that. Goji berries have more protein than bee pollen. Once again, I'm actually going to do, I think it's about 6 weeks, I'm doing just a superfood on bee pollen, which is a really high, dense, great protein food. And they compare it to meat because a lot of vegans will actually move more towards bee pollen. Well, one thing that vegans forget is actually goji berries are actually more impacted with proteins than actually bee pollen is. Actually, about an ounce of actually goji berries gives us anywhere almost for between 15 and 20% of the protein we need daily that way. So it's a nice little handful of goji berries for vegans, or even people that, for example, want to cut back on meat, or even if you still eat meat. It's just a very good amino acid branch that way that you can use. So think about that. That's one thing I absolutely love about goji berries. Not in fact they got major properties, but a great protein source that has a lot of essentials. Essentials mean you have to eat them because we do not make them. Second of all, it contains 21 trace minerals, including uranium and selenium, okay? Now, it's kind of funny because they say, well, this is the metal. Yes, our body uses some metals that way, just like we can use silver that way, okay? But a high dose of selenium. The cool thing is this, it's packed with other things. It's kind of funny, of all these things that we have out here, goji berries has actually more iron than actually spinach does. okay? Goji berries is actually loaded with beta carotene, which actually has more beta carotene than carrots. So if you think of it this way, it's a high protein food that we can use to actually get a kind of a meat replacement that way. It also has for example, extremely high levels of iron, more than spinach, because we do know spinach has a significant amount of iron, but it has more beta carotene than a carrot does. See, in this little dried out little berry, it's just packed with great things. Now, it contains higher vitamin C levels than oranges. And actually the only thing higher in vitamin C than actually a goji berry is camu camu, which once again we'll cover on another superfood aspect, because camu camu, actually I'll spell it for you, C-A-M-U, C-A-M-U. Camu camu, if you actually Google search it, that actually is the most highest superfood, actually food on the planet, that the vitamin C that they found of. Goji berries is right there. Goji berries is only secondary to camu camu. So once again, just look at it this way. Look at what we did already. We got good proteins. We got good trace minerals. We've got a significant amount of vitamin C, significant amount of beta carotene, significant amount of iron from a snack. Do you understand? That's why people, I will tell people, if you don't eat right, you got to supplement, okay? Why supplement, for example, when you can actually load with these superfoods in your daily regimen that actually can get you so many things that you don't need to supplement, okay? That's what a doctor tries to do. A doc actually tries to get you on the right path of doing the right things so you don't have to buy a bunch of stuff that way. Now, don't get me wrong. If we do a test on somebody and we actually find out you're deficient in things, and all of a sudden we try to get you to do the right things you don't, you have to supplement that way. We would rather see you do high-dense superfoods like this, which you can get anywhere. There is no Wellness Way superfood brand, okay? Actually, brand, it's not a terrible idea, but good organic ones that way. But there's great companies out there you can go to health with. Guys, listen, Amazon is great, okay? Just jump on Amazon and look for some organic goji berries that way, and you find great companies. There's a lot of great companies out there. There's Sun Foods, there's Navitas, there's actually everybody has them nowadays. It's kind of fantastic that we can get that kind of food at this availability. Guys, think about this. I'm 43 years old. I can't imagine 23 years ago, even when I was in college, stuff like that, being able to order things so easily online, which really, that's when basically internet started when I was in college that way, that we can get this at the tips of our fingers. It was so much harder to get these things even 30 years ago. You probably wouldn't have said a goji berry unless you were in China. You didn't know much about it except for maybe read about it a little bit that way, but they weren't as available. They couldn't get it. Now today, they're so easy to get today. Now, what else? Once again, I love this. It contains vitamin E. Now, the reason why I put up there, that's once again a very good fat-soluble vitamin. But here's what happens. Most fruits and vegetables don't have any vitamin E in there, okay? Why? It's a higher fat content that way. So you look at what happens is this, most things that do have a lot high vitamin E, once again, talk about your grains and your seeds and your avocados and things like that, which avocados is still a fruit, but the idea is this, it's very rare to have actually more of a sweet fruit to have any source of vitamin E in there, okay? Very important. Now, there's a ton, once again, besides of vitamin E, there's also another vitamin, fat-soluble vitamin, vitamin A, okay? That's the rarity, that's the uniqueness of this superfood that way. Goji berries have very unique properties. That's why, once again, that's why this is still my favorite snack. And we haven't even got to the good parts I like the most, all right? Now, they're packed with L-arginine and L-glutamine. I'll get to that in just a little bit. Here's one thing that I absolutely find fascinating for a fruit. 5 different types of fatty acids, including 2 essentials. There we go. When we look at the linoleic acid and the alpha-linoleic acid. Once again, you don't have to know what they are, but the idea is this. They're essential for cell membranes. They're essential for hormones. And the cool thing is this. It's very rare to get it into a fruit that way. So to get into a berry like that, for example, blueberries don't have that. And blueberries, for example, are amazing fruit. I want people to eat blueberries on a regular basis. But you start getting up into those superfood aspects, the properties are unique. And then what happens, what you can get them, you end up finding yourself eating less. See, if you think of it this way, you can cut your caloric intake down by doing superfoods because they're so nutrient dense. You know what I'm saying? So that's why if you look at a piece of lettuce, which is you want, but the idea is this, you look at a superfood, the density of nutrients and more things that are packed in there make it really special. So here we go. Number 2. Here's one of my favorite things. Actually, this is my favorite thing about goji berries. it contains betaine, okay? Betaine, for example, today you'll still see more of a word called this, trimethylglycine. Once again, let me take a little sip here, not being all doctorish on you, but these are the biochemistry that me, our other docs, and actually what makes, once again, to me, this makes the food so special. I had Dr. Jesse just recently here on the show. We talked about methylation. Well, there we go. Trimethylglycine, tri-3. It gives us 3 major methyl donors, okay? Once again, what does that do? It actually helps us with the detox process. It protects our liver. It protects our skin. It's fantastic for the brain. All those methyl groups actually convert hormone levels. It keeps those estrogens that could change into the cancerous aspect, once again, attaches to them and puts them into a safer form, okay? Now, betaine, once again, also actually comes from, they found in beets. That's why, for example, beets, once again, have a very high methyl group, methyl donors, detox process for us that way. So this is the property that I absolutely love about goji berries, is once you eat them on a regular basis, you actually not only have a fact of you're going to have high dense nutrients, you also have the ability to consistently but slowly make those methyl groups, make that detox process go there on a regular basis. Because I may actually, eat the goji berries on a regular basis, but you're going to walk outside, you're going to breathe in some chemistry. You're going to come in contact with things that you don't want to, that, for example, your body needs to get rid of. That's why snacking on foods that actually allow you to actually remove those toxicity that way is actually just a wonderful habit to have. So now, holy mackerel, I see lots of people online here today. Just want to say good morning to all you guys. Thank you so much for being on here. Holy mackerel, I have such a nice crowd. Guys, I appreciate this, yes. I have some questions. Good, well, we'll cover those at the end. Thank you for the questions that way. And if I don't answer your question, just understand, I will type in an answer later too, because I'm trying to keep it, quick tips. Sometimes they go long when it's a quick tip that way. But thank you guys always for watching. I will tell you right now, if you look at some of the people are on, some of our doctors are on right now. Do me a favor, say hello to the doctors that are on there. These doctors, for example, practice. I see Dr. Thomas is on there. Dr. Thomas is one of my close friends from Iron Mountain, Michigan. Nice thing is he is close to us. I get to hang out with him on a regular basis. But some of my other good friends are on there, docs. Dr. Dennis out in the Boston area. Say hi to these docs. Dr. Brenda down from Houston. No, I'm not going to be able to name all of them, but just even say hi to them on here. Actually, let's do this. If you find out that there's a doctor on here, say hi, and I will put your name in again see the boxes over there. It's kind of cool. We're coming down to April 10th to actually our big drawing for Hawaii. And once again, if you say hi to the docs, just by being live, you're going to get 1 entry put in there. And if you say hi to one of my docs on there, you get 2. And you're going to give you another chance to go in the box today from what we're doing. So once again, thank you so much for watching. And also, please do me a favor. Like and share this information. The one thing that you'll find out, and I will always repeat this till the day I die, I'm going to train you on great information that's here, but you're never going to see a sales of the product that way. I don't want to do that. I want to give you the best information so then you can take and apply. And if you want to go to a health food store or if you want to go to Amazon and buy it that way, go do it. See what I'm saying? I'm not going to sell it to you. I want you to just say, is goji berries right for me? Should I take these things? Do I want to put this into my regimen that way? That's what the purpose of the quick tips are. That's what the purpose of every video that we put out is to give you the info so you decide what you want to do with it that way. So say hi to our doctors when they think the same way. So once again, number 2 on here is betaine, detoxing, methyl groups, things that actually do a wonderful job of donation. Now, another uniqueness that a lot of people don't know about this, and sometimes it's hard to produce some of these terms that they do here, but wolfberries, goji berries, are one of the very few things that actually cause massive release of HGH. What's HGH? Human growth hormone. See, for example, we are not putting things in our body that our pineal gland in our brain or the pituitary gland now can cause the release of human growth hormone, but goji berries have very unique properties that cause the stimulation and allows the release of major biochemistry in the body to actually produce HGH. See, watch this. The sugars. Hold the phone. I know, for example, that a lot of people are on this kick about no sugars. Well, stay away from your processed white sugar. That's just common sense. But the idea to fear sugar, And the idea to fear, for example, that you need to remove all sugars from your body, you're crazy, okay? Because here's what happens. If I were just to take a cell membrane or a hormone or the pituitary gland, it needs 3 things: essential fatty acids, essential proteins, and essential sugars. There are sugars that your body needs to even work properly. Even cell membranes itself have floating sugars on them and receptors for them to work. That's the nice thing about having the proper things. Don't be doing, processed sugar. It actually poisons the cell. But this idea that sugar is so bad for you is crazy. You need sugars. Your brain and your pituitary and your pineal gland need sugars. Polysaccharides, that's what they are. It's just, and if you look at it this way, goji berries actually, if you look, actually are known to help diabetics. Why? It's a complex carbohydrate, so it absorbs and digests very slowly, so you don't have a big spike in sugar or insulin that way. So understand, sugars are essential for us, but I want to show you. The sugar found in goji berries was discovered as a secretagogue. Yeah, secretagogue. Now, I didn't make up that term. Secretagogue. It's a stimulation sugar that causes the pineal gland and the pituitary to release major growth hormone, okay? And that hormone is called once again, I hate these words, sesquiterpenoid. Yes, look it up. I learned it in school and stuff like that, but I mean, I never learned how to pronounce it that way. Maybe somebody else can pronounce it that way, but just understand, I put the terms up there so you can actually look this up. Once again, I said we'd come back to the L-arginine, L-glutamine. Those are the building blocks for human growth hormone. So if you think about it, this snack has a wonderful job for all of you weightlifters, for all of you people that want to exercise on a regular basis. You need that growth hormone. Just for the term, I hate this term, but they use it massively. A lot of people will take injections of human growth hormone to actually do what? Anti-age. Heck, if you're a professional athlete, goji berries should be a normal regimen. Or if you're like, I see Dr. Greg and Dr. Jason munching on these all the time because they're in the gym 5-6 days a week, okay? Because why? Growth hormone, development of all of our tissues that way. Wonderful for anti-aging. I hate that term. Okay, let's call it normal aging. Okay, let's change that instead of, if you hear me say normal aging, what I really mean is trying to throw in the term that people say anti-aging. Well, it's great aging that way. Use your goji berries. They're fantastic for that. Ladies, cosmetics, there you go. Do you understand? Helps you metabolize things, helps you detox, helps hormones. There's such a major impact that way. Now, number 4. We saw that snack. Today, I have a surprise for you guys, okay? This is how you can actually enter into the box one more time today. I got a special guest today, a very important young lady in my life who, for example, just like her mother, just like her older sister, for example, is a little mini chef also. Okay, so I want everybody to welcome. Now, if you want to get another thing in the box, your name put in the box again, I want you to actually say, "Hi, Trinity." Come here, Trinity.
Hey, guys.
Now, Brandon, do we have her on voice there? Yeah. We good to sound? This is Trinity. This is my 11-year-old daughter. Good morning, hon. And stuff. So it's kind of funny. She's excited to be here because my Trinity, actually, for example, is once again, this is what we do. This is our normal life. So Trinity, what are we going to do today?
I'm just going to make my usual trail mix that I make for school.
Okay. How long does it take you to make that trail mix before school?
At the most 3 minutes.
At the most 3 minutes. So grab your stuff there, Trinity, and let me show you. So think of it this way. My daughters, for example, have learned to take the good superfoods, the nuts, the seeds, the things that they do, and actually put it into a trail mix that way. That's the one thing that we do. So why don't you just grab, and here one thing is this. What'd you grab there, Trini?
These?
Yes, what is that?
These are 55% cacao and stevia sweetened chocolate chips.
So we love, where can you get those, Trini?
At the organic aisle in Festival.
Good job. See, so it's kind of cool. So she literally will go shopping with there. She actually looks for the stevia or the xylitol-based sweetener that way that she can throw in her chocolate chips that way. And what she'll do is she'll throw together her little trail mix. So, honey, why don't you make a little trail mix when you do it that way? And so what she'll do is she'll throw together as she's making her lunch, and we're making her lunch, because the one thing is this. We're right. Our schools are really horrible when it comes to lunches. So our daughters, we make their lunch for them. My wife gets up, my daughters have great lunches every morning. And what she'll do is, so Trinity is looking for a snack. So she loves her goji berries. Actually, what'd you say about the goji berries, honey, how they taste and everything?
They're like sour, well, a little like, how do I say it? Well,
Tangy?
they're a little tangy,
Yep.
but then they're sweet at the same exact time.
Yeah, so it adds, she's eating them now. Hey, you gotta make it, don't be eating on the show, okay? So this is, once again, this is Trinity. So if you guys want to put another entry into the box that way, I actually say, hi, Trinity. She's my beautiful 11-year-old daughter. I have Faith, who's my oldest daughter. And again, I have 2 more daughters that way. But it's kind of cool because it's kind of neat because we have actually trained our daughters. Once again, trained our daughters the good habits. What does your 4-year-old sister do every morning?
Let me think.
Come on, what's she do with the blender?
She makes her own smoothies.
She makes her own smoothies. At 4 years old, she actually gets up there, and what she does, she'll actually take her little chair, go up to the refrigerator, and see what happens. It doesn't take that much to do this. We try to train our young ladies to say, listen, these are the things that you do, here's what you need to do, and then therefore, guess what? What you can now do is actually eat healthy the rest of your life and still make it taste good. You want me to open that for you, honey?
Yeah.
So, actually, we might have to have Brandon open it with us. Oh, Dr. Mitch, come up here. We got Dr. Mitch in the studio. He's going to use his knife here. Dr. Mitch can say hi to everybody.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey, come on over here. See? Say hi to everybody. You got Dr. Mitch.
Hi.
Grab a knife, get a little cut there. Thank you, Dr. Mitch.
There you go.
What's that?
Just so that you guys know, Dr. Mitch, once again, if you haven't been on the show, Dr. Mitch is one of our doctors that does a wonderful job to take care of patients. Dr. Mitch, actually, you'll see a lot on this page alone. Will answer a lot of questions for the people that actually, even last night, Dr. Mitch, we had somebody that reached out to Dr. Mitch for care because, once again, what was she suffering with, Doc? I saw it. Chronic acne. Yeah, and it's actually interesting. So once again, if you need a doc, once again, there's wonderful docs all across the country. Dr. Mitch actually sometimes will be the one to answer my questions. So what you got there, Trini? Let me see your bag. I will just let you know, Trini likes to dominate in the chocolate chip market there. So anyways, as you can see, this is what she puts together in the morning. Now, once again, and she'll snack on it through the day that way. So what do you got in here, Trini?
Goji berries, pistachios, the chocolate chips I told you about, cashews, and pecans.
Pecans, good. So she puts together just a little snack, and she'll sit and munch on that all day between, during breaks at school, and also then she'll eat some at lunch, and then she'll have there, and then she'll come home and sometimes even do that, okay? Just understand these things, for example, what you can do to teach it. Something so simple and so easy. So Trinity, as we are going to have fun today, and probably going to whoop you in a couple of games of sequence today, okay? Yeah, see the attitude I get there? Okay, so the idea is this. Anything you'd like to say to everybody before you go? See, you put on a spot. Just, do you want to tell them to eat healthy because it's worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So it's kind of cool. So Trinity, thank you for being on today. My beautiful daughter of 11 years old. Like I said, I want to thank you all for watching this. Once again, goji berries are essential. You need great snacks. It's part of our life. It's part of our family's life that way. It's something we practice. So it was very easy for me to put this presentation together because this is stuff that we do. If you have any things that you want us to actually go on, once again, email us at askdrpatrick@twwclinics.com, and we will do it. We'll bring you great information. Watch all the pages of all the docs across the country. We have more quick tips coming out. We have more things. We're going to continue to bring you great information to be able to actually do things for your family, because it's easy for us to do it that way. So, my name is Dr. Patrick Flynn, the Hormone Whisperer. Thank you for joining us on our Saturday morning quick tip. We hope to see you again next week.